Welcome aboard the Tabletop Express. I'm Chris.
Hey, I'm Ryan. Hello.
And this is Call Aboard. This is our end of the month episode on the channel. And that means when it's the end of the month, Call Aboard, our live call-in board game show. We talk about those games that we played this past month, and we hear about the games you played this past month because we hope you're going to call in. Tell them how they can do it, though.
How are you going to do it? Oh, my God.
How are you?
Oh, my God. There's instructions. Don't worry. Us board gamers love instructions. To call in, just go to call-aboard.com. Don't forget that dash. I see Marcel's in the chat. Heyo. Nice hat. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm not wearing one today.
Marcel may have helped with the creation of this one. So
That's okay.
So yeah, but yeah, call aboard. Come be part of the show, call-aboard.com. Don't forget the dash, pretty important stuff. It's been a busy month here on the channel, first and foremost. Just want to kind of get the state of the channel. We had provided kind of an update, I know, to the community. And so call aboard once a month still. Eventually we'll get back to twice a month, but right now, once a month at the end of the month, we're going to do call aboard. Doesn't mean we won't do live stuff in between. I do want to take a moment, if I could, to thank Mr. Rao from Mr. Rao Gaming, because we've had a chance to do a bunch of playthroughs of Vantage, which have been a ton of fun, and we've had some good engagement there. So I want to thank him for helping out with just some fun collaborations. So that's been a good time. And yeah, with that,
Thank you, Mr. Rao.
yeah. And we'll have more fun collaborations with plenty of people here in the community, reviews and all that stuff coming your way. With that, Ryan, we had a month here in August, which was certainly busy.
Still a couple more days.
Yeah, but it felt like a busy month. But from a statistics perspective,
Got my stats.
I got 54 plays in this month. So it was double of last month because last month was not good to me. But that number is way off because I have not logged all my plays of Vantage. Because I've been so immersed in Vantage that I have like a book running with it, but I didn't log them in BG Stats, which means this number is really closer to 70.
Okay.
So with most of those, with 1/3 of my plays of games being Vantage at this point.
Okay.
So
I have not as much as you. Hang on. Let me
did you import your other stuff?
Yeah, I'm trying to fix it. Let's see, because it definitely is incorrect.
I will say this. I've had a lot of this particular month. I've played in 6 different locations. I'm just stalling for time for you. 42 different players. Because a lot of BGA play with the community, which is where this came from.
Here we go. All right, so only 17 plays, but of those 17 plays, 15 of them were in person.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So I feel good about that.
Yeah, I had a decent amount of in person as well. And I know we played a few games in person. I got to play some games I've never played before in person, some quick games in person, some party games. I even brought out an old favorite for my son and I this month too.
Ooh. All right.
Yeah.
You want to jump right into that?
Yeah, I kind of want to talk about it because it's a game I have not played since 2002, based on what I saw in terms of tracking. But we played Thanos Rising.
Wait, that did not come out in 2002.
No. I last played it in 2002.
No way.
On 2022.
The game came out.
No, I'm sorry. 2020. I just did 20. 2022. All right. Sorry. 2022. I last played it.
You crazy guy.
It's been like 3 years though since I played it.
It feels like an infinity.
It does feel like an infinity. This one, yes, if you've played Yahtzee or something like that, it's going to have this nice chucking familiarity. But this game, I just have to say, is brutal. I don't know if you've ever had a chance to play it, but
I have not.
It's brutal. So you are what you're doing in this is you are going to start with a hero. They have starter heroes with locations that have an ability on them. Now, yes, Marcel's right. I time traveled to fight Thanos. That makes complete sense.
You have so many spoilers.
Yeah. Is that really a spoiler at this point?
And in 2002, it would have been.
Oh, 2002 would have been. That's true.
The MCU didn't even start then.
That's true. That's 2009. there's a few things happening here though. You've got,
continue.
but
Continue,
Iron Man technically
continue.
came out
2008.
2008.
Yeah, pretty sure.
I thought the movie itself. Anyways,
All right.
one of us is right, one of us is wrong. It doesn't matter. It was after 2002. But anyways, in this game itself, Thanos is going to be facing one of three different spaces. So as Thanos is facing one of those three spaces, actions are going to happen there based on it. He's going to fight you in those spaces, but baddies are going to be in those spaces too. So they activate when they're in those areas. You need to defeat at the easiest level 7 baddies as opposed to 10 at the hardest difficulty. Okay. Meanwhile, every round, you are going to be chucking 2 of these dice that are going to determine an action that Thanos is going to do, which could be moving left, right, staying still. One of those, when he stays still, you re-roll the other die again, which is bad because that's him collecting the stone. Because when 5 cubes go on those stones, they eventually flip over. And then whenever you activate one of those stones, or Thanos activates, which is something that he does, he takes all the activations from the stones themselves. And they get brutal. Like one has you roll that cube to add another stone to the lowest, the lowest amount of cubes. You lose if he snaps, so he gets every stone. That means he snapped. You lose if you lose more than 10 heroes. You lose if you all die. So lots of different ways to lose, but it is tough. You do get a bonus, which is those kind of cubes. If you see the planets there, those like the squares that are there, you do if you get a hit on someone, you are going to be able to get one of those bonus tokens. Okay, and those can help. But yeah, it's dice chucking. You're going to be able to amass more and more dice to make that easier. But you do have to choose at least 1 dice on each roll, and you get to re-roll after. But you have to place it. So it's not like you're putting it aside. You're placing it on a card, whom you can then save. Yeah. And bring into your collection of cards. Okay. But they're going to also be collecting cubes on them. And if they get beaten, they're gone.
So, by the way, Dan brought up that his buddy has the Avatar version of this.
Yeah, there's a few versions.
And that's why I'm still waiting to play the preferred version, right? Which is Plankton Rising.
Yes. Yeah.
SpongeBob SquarePants version.
Yep.
I feel like probably the most legit if I had to pick one.
I've never played this one. It's going to be that same vibe.
He's got a chum bucket that he stands on.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I know. It's great. So, yeah, I would like to play this one too. I enjoyed it. But again, it's a simple game. But I got to tell you, I don't know if Plankton's as tough as Thanos, but Thanos can be brutal.
I'm pretty sure Plankton is pretty tough.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you is we played this and we would have won on the turn that my son's turn came around. He rolled the die and he rolled a blue die. So like, okay, yeah, put it on the blue. We got to put the blue on and one more, and he's gonna get it. But hopefully we don't run into a problem here. But the other die rolled that he has to roll again, and in turn, because he rolled whatever the color die was, we had to put one on all of the lowest amount of cubes, but they all had the same amount, which means they all got a cube. And Thanos completed the gauntlet and snapped and beat us. So before we would have won that round though. So yeah. This with a Scott Pilgrim skin would make sense because you could go against the 7.
That would be cool.
That would be neat.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the concept of the game it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty easy to explain and teach to people, but there's a decent amount of choice that goes into who you're going to go after, who you're going to save, because when you save them, you bring them into your team. And you get their abilities, which could get you more dice or
that's pretty cool.
Abilities to heal. I mean, there's a lot of different things that you have to consider on your turn.
Nice.
So it's like a lot of those games it's like a lot of games out there where you do have to manage what their abilities are. So if you don't take advantage of that heal action on your turn, you realize, oh, I should have done a heal. Yeah. Right. Like, so it's that. But I think the weight on this is accurate at 2.0 because it's really not
straightforward.
It's very straightforward, I would say. Cool. But I enjoy this quite a bit. But again, had not played in a while. My son and I had a good time bringing it back in.
I hear all the implementations the Avatar one, the Batman Who Laughs Rising, Harry Potter Death Eaters, SpongeBob, and Star Wars.
Yep.
So
they pushed out a bunch of them in that 3-year period.
Yeah.
And then the Avatar one came, it looks like here, 2022. So it's been a while since maybe they're due for that Scott Pilgrim one.
Yeah.
No, I don't think.
But that's Thanos Rising.
Thanos Rising. Yeah.
I played the game with my son a bunch this month. We played Slay the Spire, the board game, and we played for the very first time. We actually did Act 1 all the way through Act 4. We got to fight the heart of the spire.
Ooh, so you made it pretty far.
We made it literally to the end. Yeah, literally to the end. I don't remember if we won though. Did we? Yeah, we did. We did win that. So this game, designed by Gary Dworecki, Anthony Giovanetti, and Casey Yano from Contention Games. It's based off of the amazing computer game, Slay the Spire. And this was my game of the year last year. Was it your game of the year last year?
I think it was.
Yeah, it should be.
I'd have to double check our list.
See, it must be if you can't remember what your game of last year was.
I mean, it was obviously phenomenal, and I enjoyed it cooperative, which is the only way
It's the only way
it.
It's the only way to play it.
And
as opposed to solo.
As opposed to solo, which I know you can.
You can.
But I played cooperative and enjoyed the hell out of it.
So we both took on 2 characters. He played as the Ironclad, I played Defect, and we literally went through all the acts. And early on I got a really awesome relic that made me have extra energy each round, because every time you play a card it costs energy. So every turn I would have extra energy, but it hindered me and made sure my HP never exceeded 6. So at most it was going to be a 9. I would have 9 HP, and that's crucial because you can lose HP real quick.
But the energy every turn must have made you also be able to get a lot done.
Yeah.
So I can imagine the payoff. I like the payoff of some of the decisions that they've made. Again, I've only played Slay the Spire once in terms of the board game, so I have limited things I can discuss from it. But
man, it's great though. If you haven't played it and have played the computer game and are like me and say, well, why would I ever play the board game? Because the video game is effectively a board game in itself. You're wrong, because the game is amazing and does such a great job of not just a straight up port, but it's like it's an excellent adaptation to board game. A lot of the crazy combos that you end up doing in the video game translate so well into the board game, and it doesn't bog down any of the time. They did such a phenomenal job.
It's a very smooth experience. Yeah, and it was easy to learn. I don't know what they weighted this one, but it was pretty easy to pick up and learn from my perspective.
It's a 2.9.
Okay, I didn't feel that. That feels even heavier than what it felt like for me. I know there's a lot going on in it, but I don't think...
I think the issue is you need to play with someone that is willing to kind of DM it a little bit. Because that's the thing, right? My son is 7 years old, and I'm not expecting him to run a game of Slay the Spire because there's so many steps. There's a lot of setup. There's a lot of deciding how the different cards are going to be dealt out. But I'm able to talk through with him what I'm going to do on my turn, and then he does his turn, and then if he's having any questions, he'll ask me. But also, I'll help him decide, and I'm not playing his hand for him, but he will do his turn, and then I'll say, oh well, if you tried this, maybe. And he's like,
but to that point, he's
7.
He is 7.
So
so that's kind of where I'm at, and I like that because I'm looking at the BGG overall rankings here. It's 38th right now.
Oh my god!
And strategy is 21
of all time.
Yeah. So this has blown up the list. Like it's
beat out Mage Knight.
It's 1 behind Seti at the moment and 2 behind Orleans.
Oh, I love Orleans.
I would put Orleans higher than this personally, but So I agree with that spot. But I do. Slay the Spire, a solid experience, and yeah, again, I do think it's very teachable to that point that, again, your 7-year-old is sitting here playing it with you.
Yeah.
And I can say he has told me about playing with you.
Mm-hmm.
And he's quite happy and
he's
quite
excited
excited about playing it.
Yeah.
So for anyone who's
not a
interested,
kid game.
Yeah, not a kid game, but he has actively said, Barrows, we beat Slay the Spire. And the excitement I heard in his voice was legit.
Yeah.
Legit. So
that's Slay the Spire, the board game. Go play.
Yeah.
The one thing I did want to bring up about Slay the Spire, I always bring up too. One of the reasons why I balked at it was because they were asking for $100.
it's worth it.
But it is worth it. the thing about it is that sounds like a lot for a deck builder, but you're dealing with a deck builder that has all of the expansions the deck builder will ever have in a single box. That box is packed to the brim, and it's got sleeves for pretty much all of the cards.
Yep.
So yeah, it's great.
By the way, Pablo was asking before about Rising Thanos, so I want to make sure I address it. If it feels replayable, it feels like a one-boss battler. I want to just clarify, it is highly replayable because he's moving around, but the cards are all coming out in very different orders every single game.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to point that out. So it doesn't ever feel like it's always a different experience. Like there's some battles that are harder than others and some that are easier than others. But needless to say, I do think it's replayable. We've played it many times. I've played it 15, 20 times at least at this point. So.
Yeah. And good point, Marcel. It's definitely on my mind right now.
Yeah. Let's see. Danny Shaw saying here that was reordering games and I was considering whether to put Slay the Spire in the basement or not. I decided to keep it upstairs because I really do want to play it again soon. Yeah.
So good.
It is a game that if it was in my house would hit the tip. And it is a game, it falls into that category of game that I will eventually probably own.
Yeah.
Because as we've said on this channel, we don't always duplicate.
Yeah.
Because it's not always necessary. There's certain games that you have that I know if I want to play it, I'm going to play it. But there's certain games that transcend that. This is the game that transcended that.
I want to keep that tangent.
Okay.
And just jump into my next
Go
one.
for it.
Okay. All right. I jumped into the hype. And begrudgingly. No, not begrudgingly.
No, not begrudgingly.
But I played Vantage.
Yeah.
Where is it? Where is it? Is it over here? It's over there.
There it is.
There it is. I played Vantage. Designed by James Stegmaier from Stonemaier Games. Okay. So let me talk about my play, my single solo play only of Vantage.
Single cooperative.
I mean, it's co-op. Is there a competitive version of Vantage?
No, but you played it with, I'm saying cooperatively because you played it with me.
Yeah,
you didn't do like a solo.
No, we played on a single copy.
Yeah.
Of Vantage. Okay. So for those of you that haven't played Vantage, it is a open world sandbox game where the catch is you don't need to put a lot of investment into it. And that's kind of, because if you think about other games that do this, like Seventh Continent, you run into cases where the exploration may be pretty daunting. Yep. And you talk about other games like Sleeping Gods, where you'll do a lot of exploration, and then you'll run into a scenario where you're like, okay, they give you two options, like, do you trust this guy, or do you shake this guy's hand, or do you walk away from him? So you say, I'll shake his hand. Okay, shake his hand, lose 5 HP, then move on to option B. Like, what? That. I don't remember the exact one I ran into, but there was one that was pretty much exactly that to the T, where I just lost HP just because I picked A instead of B.
Yep.
So awful. But Vantage, great job, because in Vantage you always succeed.
Mm-hmm.
You always succeed. The amount of things you need to exert will decide if you're going to take any penalties, but it's so laid back and chill, which I do like. There are literally how many thousands of cards in this game?
So it's about 800 or 800 location or larger cards.
Yeah.
They're not necessarily all locations. I won't give anything away. And then there's about another 900 of the smaller, more standard size that go into your tableau.
Yeah.
Of cards. So the opportunity, it's endless in the, not obviously not completely endless because you're going to see things again, but possibilities are very deep.
So I was ready to really dislike this game because I'll be perfectly honest. I like Scythe. It's a fine game. I didn't like Viticulture. I didn't like Expeditions.
Yep.
I didn't like Tapestry. And there's so many other
We
games.
share Tapestry, by the way. I don't like Tapestry personally.
Okay. So, you know, and it's something about Jamie Age, just in particular, like those games I've played of his, I haven't really gravitated towards. And when we're talking about games where it's an open world sandbox thing, I've had negative experiences with those. But I thought this was great. This did such a great job that I ended up buying my own copy of Vantage, so I don't deprive you of your copy.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to.
And then I could just play it on my own before I give my full on review.
Right.
But first play, I really did enjoy it a lot. So the base game has a lot of things in it.
And that is the game. There is
I don't think you need bling. Like the bling you showed me, it's nice, but I think just I'd be happy with all the cardboard stuff.
And I'll be honest, I can echo that. And I did do a video where I talked about essentially 10 questions or an FAQ of things that I had seen based on questions from the internet, from the Discord, and from some comments that I got after I put out just a thing, send me questions. And one of the things I would point out is the boards that you could get are nice.
Yeah.
They look nice. I am fine without them. I like the tokens. But to your point, the chit would be fine, and the money. I like different game money.
Yeah,
but money is hit or miss. Like not in a bad way. You don't always even need money in a game. Like it comes out less than anything else. I would argue, depending how you play in your game. So I could go without the money, and I would have been fine. But that said, and then this is when we say base game. Like Jamie's done. This is it. He said there's no more for this. Like there may be little things that happen, like what he came out with where he made a template that you could add your pet in.
Yeah.
So there might be things like that, but there's no like expansion pack or anything else coming. There might be fixes to certain things that
like errata.
But yeah, other than that,
and overall your gameplay, most of the game is just effectively you're looking at a postcard. Like that's the game. You go. Because that is your Vantage, right? You are exploring the island, and only you can see your Vantage. No one else can see your Vantage. So I like that nuance. And you just do it. One of the 6 options that are there, and then you move on to the next place. And then you just keep doing that. You just move on to the next place. And I love that, to be honest, because you're not bogged down with the I just picked A instead of B and I lost 4
You have so many options too.
Yeah, and they're all interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're all interesting. All the items you get are interesting. The crafting, all the different avenues you can go down and focus on, I find really, really fascinating. And I'm looking forward to just playing a lot more Vantage and really decide, like, seeing, like, have I seen enough? Because right now, no, I have not seen enough. But I'll keep. And you played it how many times?
As of today, 24 times.
And have you seen enough?
Oh, I'm far from done.
Right.
With this game.
So
yeah, I mean, I won't spoil it for anyone, but I had a mission today, and this will be the only. I had a mission today. I completed the mission itself, my mission goal, and I decided to go for the greater victory, which is like you're achieving your destiny.
Yeah.
So if you get your mission, your destiny, it's an epic kind of victory, right?
Yeah.
And needless to say, I decided to eat something, and my health went down to 0, and which made me crack up. Like I achieved this great victory, and then succumbed to.
Yeah, because it's like a victory, but then there's an epic victory.
Right.
We had to do that.
Yeah.
And Marcel brought it up, by the way. The online app is well done, and for sure, that's how I would recommend playing.
Yeah, and I intentionally, when I showed it to you, showed you at the books, and then for a little bit, and then we went to the app.
It's a companion app, by the way, not a full-on game.
Correct.
You need still the physical game to play.
Oh yeah, but the companion app certainly I think is fantastic. But yeah, and Marcel does point out I like to player mats to keep everything orderly. The money wasn't needed. I agree.
Yeah.
I do again. If the mats are something I might pick up eventually based on plays, but yeah, I'm in a. It's funny. I use the Paperback Adventures. If you remember Paperback Adventures, it had, which at the time I didn't understand. No offense to that team because I love Paperback Adventures, but the playmat, I never used it for Paperback Adventures.
I remember that
playmat. It didn't suit Paperback Adventures for me, but I loved the playmat itself
because the playmat's just 9 cards.
Yeah, but I used it for that.
Yeah.
So I actually use that one so people will visually. You'll see a combination when you watch me play of the Paperback Adventures playmat, the Let's Go to Japan bowls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I know you know it.
Mm-hmm.
I love the game. I just didn't like the playmat. I mean, I liked the playmat, but I didn't like it for the game. I used another playmat.
Yeah.
But I love Paperback Adventures too. But
yeah, go play Vantage, especially if you like solo gaming. It does a great job.
Yeah. I agree, and I'm glad you bring that one up. I'm glad you had a good time with it. I'm also glad you have your own copy.
Yes.
Getting that from me would have been it would have been painstaking for me to give it to you for a week.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. He is pointing out that he uses a playmat for my player space.
There you go.
In there. So that makes sense for Paperback Adventures, yeah. So I'm not going to talk about, we talked about Frosthaven last time. I wanted to point out we are continuing with Frosthaven. So our journey does continue with Frosthaven. So just people know we are continuing with that journey, and that is cool.
And it's so good.
Yeah, it is. I'll bring up a BGA one before we end this one as well. But I want to bring up one I got to play that I've never played. It's out of print. Glory to Rome. Yeah, this was an experience, and I really, really enjoyed it. I know it's coming up right there. So Glory to Rome, holy cards, first and foremost.
Holy cards, yes.
Like so many cards. It's chaotic. The game can end in the first turn.
Yeah.
Or essentially. It took me playing this game because you are trying to accomplish certain things. You've got the certain types of materials, and you're bidding and doing all these different things where the eventually cards go into the middle, and then they become the materials. So they're no longer the value. They're no longer the building or whatever else that they were. And based on the number of players, from my understanding, you only have so many buildings you're going to be able to build. So it does have a player count balance there.
Which is good to click on. I'm going to click on this one.
Just something with a crap load of cards in view, to be honest. Because like that one over there.
This one, where literally it's a player table.
Yeah. Like, do you see all the...
Oh, and it's got the original clip art. That's why I played it.
So if you look at the cards, though...
Yeah.
If you look at the cards, so like you're trying to build a certain amount of buildings, which have certain abilities, right? But then someone else might build a building that literally ends the game, and so like it's kind of chaotic. It had a little bit of a learning curve. You needed the right teacher, and we had a great teacher.
I had a bad teacher in mine,
so we had a great.
Nothing against the person if you're watching this. But you did a bad job
teaching. Well, we had a great teacher because we had one person who was very confused in being. And by the end, he literally said, I really enjoyed this. Like, I was a little worried. I was kind of frustrated at the beginning, and I ended up loving this game. And now I'm sad that it's out of print. So if you have a chance to play this, play it, because it's an experience, but it has, Marcel mentioning Flux, like it's a much more complicated game.
Yeah.
But it does have that Flux chaos to it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Flux can be completely chaotic, and this has that same chaotic vibe to it. But the goals are very different in this one, and you are deciding. You are kind of deciding what you're going for to some extent because you can only take certain actions based on the cards in your hands. which is what you're bidding in terms of the actions. But then you get these workers who, when someone else takes that action, you also are going to get that action, which might mean once it's going around the table and you think you're going into the middle to get a card. Nope, Ryan has that card, so he actually gets to pull one before you, and so does Anthony. And then by the time it gets to you, there's no cards left, even though you have a bunch of, you played this, someone else had.
It's very anger. Yeah, a little bit.
But it's a ton of fun. If you have a chance to play this, make sure it's a good teacher. I will say that. Make sure it's a good teacher or someone who knows the game. If they say, "Oh, I kind of know it," don't take a step back.
Yeah,
play it with someone who knows it. You need that.
Yeah.
And I really love this. If this wasn't out of print, I would probably have gone.
And it's been re-implemented. There's Multanai, and I haven't done Uchronia, but Multanai is similar. That's the thing. It's one of the things, like, it's re-implemented, but it's similar, you know?
Yeah, no.
And then Carl he's done innovation as well, which has a lot of vibes to it too.
It's fine, but I liked
Glory to Rome.
Yeah, I like the vibe and the thematic of it.
Yeah.
And it just worked really well, in my opinion. So yeah, I just recommend people try this one if they have the chance. And again, good teacher.
Good teacher.
Ask them if they've played it and how many times they've played it, and they've had to play it at least probably a few times.
Yeah.
That's my estimation.
Hey, we have a caller.
Well, it is call aboard.
Let's call aboard.
Let's do it right.
So we'll bring her on in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Hello, Danielle.
Hi, everyone. Hey, Chris, Ryan. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm excited. It's call aboard.
You know? Yeah. It's been a while since I've been on, so.
That's true. That's true. I mean, you're in the chat all the time.
That's true.
But now you're here.
Yeah.
You have some games to share with us.
Yeah. So the first one I'll talk about is Ofrenda. So that's one I played earlier this month. And that is a solo friendly game. So the two games I'll probably mention today are solo friendly. And this one is about, I think it's called the Day of the Dead or something like that. It's like a day that it's a Mexican Day of the Dead, I think is what it is. Yep. And it's about tile placement in a way. You're placing cards on your tableau and they have to fulfill kind of the placement rules that's on each of those cards as well. So to me, it reminds me a lot of Calico, which I like. I like Calico because, like, you can kind of sit there, fill up your board, make sure that you're matching, the right patterns and everything. And so this is kind of similar, but it's got that cultural aspect, which I like. And it's a beautifully, like, designed game. I mean, as you can see in the picture you pulled up, the table presence is really nice.
It's gorgeous.
You have like marigolds as well, like those little flowers, as kind of like a resource in a way. And as you're creating this is kind of like a family tree, I think. So if you complete certain cards, like you see that top kind of triangle of cards, if you complete those, you get to place a token there, and you get points for all of those that you end up placing, and then the cards around it ends up helping you score as well. So everything is all about placement in this game. So it could get a little bit thinky, but I really did enjoy this one. So this one, I actually didn't hear too much about it. I don't know about you guys. Like, this wasn't really on my radar too much, but I saw it on Boardtopia, and so I decided to grab it, and it was a nice surprise.
I saw this at a Barnes and Noble or somewhere. I forget where. Maybe it wasn't Barnes and Noble, but I saw it somewhere. The visual grabbed me of it, so I'm not surprised to see, as I look at the photos, like, I just remember the box grabbed my attention. I didn't see what the actual game looked like, but it looks gorgeous, and I love the art in this one. It just it has a and are the boards meant to be the family tree? I'll be honest. When I first looked, I wasn't sure the boards were meant to be the family tree or like the kind of altar of remembrance.
Probably the altar. Yes, in my mind, I was thinking of it like a family tree. But you're right.
You have like the family tree, but it's like meant to be the altar.
Yes.
Have you not seen Coco?
You're right.
Has anyone not seen Coco?
That's what I think. That's the candle in the upper left-hand corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, for sure. I think that's what it is.
For sure.
But this was fun. It kind of reminded me of that Disney movie.
Coco.
Is it Encanto?
No, Coco.
Yeah, it's Coco.
Oh, yes,
Coco.
yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Yes.
Uh,
So
remember
yeah,
me.
similar.
But it's the
I try every
calico.
time about
But you describing the calico vibe, it makes sense because it sounds like you do really need to line up stuff in the right place to maximize your point opportunities, which is what
Yeah.
I think of with calico.
Yes, exactly. It's like I'm using the same brain muscles for this game that I do for Calico.
You know who
But
needs to get
yeah, I
this
recommend
game?
it. It's a good one.
Anthony needs to get this game
Oh yeah.
for his holiday.
Oh yeah.
board
This would be
game.
great for the seasonal
Mhm.
holiday collection that Anthony has. Whenever, for anyone listening, Anthony who may join us later, Anthony's we anything that is holiday based, we send to his collection.
Yeah.
It's just the easiest thing to do because when we need it for the holiday, we're like, Anthony, we need this one. Bring it over.
Oh, that's awesome. Because my next game is actually about a certain festival called the Mid-Autumn Moon Festival. And so this game is called Moon Bunny.
Oh
It's
yeah.
interesting.
I've
The
heard
two
about
games I'm
this
talking
one.
about kind of has like a cultural aspect to it. But this one's also solo friendly. And I found it to be another beautiful game to have on the table. The components are really, really nice. Like those tiles, they kind of have this like plastic or acrylic finish to it. I've never seen this type of tile before.
Hmm.
I'm not actually sure what material it is, but it's really nice to the touch. And there's like a basically a moon, although it is a square board. That's like the moon board, and you place those tiles down, and you're moving your bunnies in a certain direction, and you're hopping on the moon to collect herbs. And then once you get those herbs, you end up completing like recipes, I guess, and
Mhm.
then you get points obviously throughout the game. Um, and what I love most is the little small. I don't know if there's gonna be a picture of it, but there's little tiny like moon cakes, and I got like the crowdfunding version, so I don't know if it all comes this way, but it's like really tiny. It's like super cute, and it's like this rubbery material. Even it's not the cardboard one,
Yeah.
but
Let me see if I
it's
can
really
find
really
that one.
cute. Yeah, so I'm really happy I got this one. The box is gorgeous. I thought about running down to get the box to show you guys, but I was a little too tired for that. But
That's okay.
a very very fun solo game, and I also played it
Yes.
at 2 players too, which was really fun too. So I would say it works well solo and multiplayer. It's just beautiful too. Yeah, that's the mooncake.
Oh man.
It's visually, again, both the games you shared visually look fantastic, but it's interesting because this is a more of a simplified a simple art style, but
Mhm.
it's one of those things that I think is neat to see because it doesn't need to be over stylized to be beautiful, right? And so
Yes.
you have two very different games that both seem like they have very good table presence.
Mm-hmm.
And
For sure. Yeah,
I
great
remember
family
hearing
games, I
about
think.
this one, and here I heard good things. It does look like this one shows best of 3 on BGG, but I mean that not but solo friendly. To your point,
Mhm.
whenever we talk to you, we know we're going to hear at least about one solo friendly game because you've got slowed down very well. But what was the playtime like solo? I'm interested because sometimes I see like this 30 to 60 minutes, but I find like the solo
Oh,
experience moves
um,
a
yeah,
little
it's a lot
smooth.
quicker. Yeah. So Moon Bunny, I feel like it maybe took me 15 minutes for a full game. And I don't overthink too much with when I play solo. Like I just kind of go with the flow and do what I feel like doing and not strategize as much as I probably could. But yeah, it's a fairly quick game. Definitely playing 2 players probably doubles the time to play, which
Got
is
it.
about the 30 minutes. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Pablo, by the way, pointing out I really like their previous game, Steam Up.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have, by the way. I got that at
Do you
Steam.
really?
Yeah, I picked it up for like $10 one day on a clearance.
That had squishy pieces too.
Oh, it has very squishy pieces. They're wonderful.
Yeah, I remember playing this once. It was very cute and yeah, great theme. If you
Yeah.
love dim sum, it's perfect for
The
you.
coolest thing about Steam Up is the rotating board and
It rotates. Oh, that's cool.
oh yeah, it rotates. It's great. That whole board rotates.
Nice.
Yeah. So and yeah, pretty game, cool components. I love it. By the way, will we have you, Danielle? Anything going on your channel these days that people should go look out for? I know you've been.
Um,
You're always busy. You're always dropping
yeah.
something. Is there anything exciting?
Not really. I just got in Propolis and Point Galaxy in today, so I'll probably do some videos upcoming soon on my channel. Oh, I guess in a few days I have a giveaway that's ending on my channel
Oh yeah,
for a witchcraft. So
Nice.
if you search for my witchcraft video, there's you just have to comment a keyword and you'll be able to enter that giveaway. So yeah, I guess that's my shout out for that particular
Awesome.
thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Remind me if I don't to just add that to the video, and we'll drop a link over so people can
Okay. Cool. All right.
Awesome.
Well, thanks for chatting. It was fun.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling in.
Yep. Bye.
Later.
I still haven't played.
What?
I still have not played what is it? Steam Up.
Oh, Steam Up. Yeah.
Yeah, like I have it. It's sitting there. I thought it'd be cute.
Yeah.
I like food-based games just to have for like a food theme. And for like $10, I was like, hell yeah.
I hear you.
Just for the little Marcel's, by the way, she mentioned Witchcraft. Marcel's saying Witchcraft fun game. I like Witchcraft a lot.
I still haven't played it.
Yeah, you gotta play it. I like Witchcraft better than its predecessor.
That was what was that? That was the World War One game.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Resist.
Resist. I like it better than Resist,
Yeah.
personally. I'm a big fan of Witchcraft as a whole, as a game. But then Pagan came in, and Pagan became my like game with that theme that I play more often.
A reminder, if you want to call in, just like how Danielle called in, you can go to call-aboard.com, where our operators are standing by. It's us.
That's us.
We're the operators.
Yeah. While we wait for that,
What?
I was going to mention I like to throw out a game I've discovered on Board Game Arena.
What, you already said Glory to Rome.
No, on Board Game Arena.
Yeah.
I didn't play on Glory to Rome. I put that in person.
Oh, and you played in person.
I played Glory to Rome in person. No,
Oh.
I had the physical card, all that stuff.
Okay. All right.
What I wanted to mention, and this will surprise no one, is the expansion, which we're eventually going to have this game in our physical hands, and I cannot wait. But Naishi, Legends, and Travelers.
Oh, snap.
And I might end up bringing in a Marcel or someone on this.
I haven't finished my game with Marcel yet.
I will just say,
It's all my fault, by the way. I'm taking it forever on online games.
I'll just say it adds some additional cards and characters that don't necessarily do points, but
pictures.
No, I'm just I'll just give this idea to people. It is adding cards that don't necessarily give points, but they give you different abilities to do things. And the way it manipulates the game is really interesting. And still saying the expansion is making me less excited for the base.
Why?
No, don't be less excited. The base game.
Then don't play with the expansion.
Yeah.
What's
No, I think because he likes the expansion.
Oh.
So, but
whatever. Man.
No, I'm still excited about having the physical copy. But I really like what it adds.
Mm-hmm.
I really like what it adds. And I love that it's not just more points cards. Like they could have easily done more points, more ways to score. Instead, they said, okay, here's ways not to score, but to manipulate all your cards that score.
Which is pretty cool.
Which I think is brilliant. So I just want to mention it. It's on Board Game Arena. If you've never played Naishi to begin with, I just want to point out, like, you got to try this game, in my opinion.
Two-player tableau builder where you're also messing with your opponents.
Yes.
Oh, and he just called in. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I see.
You give me a thumbs up when you're ready to.
Yeah, I mean, I knew this was going to happen. We can bring him right in if he's there.
All right, I'm bringing him right in.
Do it. Bring him on in.
Hello, Marcel.
There you are.
Hey.
I knew I would get your attention by mentioning this.
Yeah, sorry. I wasn't going to call in, but changed my mind. Computer's all the way over there.
That's fine. That's fine.
So, and to elaborate on my comment there, it's more the fact that now that I've played the expansion, I'm going to put this in the same group as War Chest, where it's really tough to go back to the base game.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Because again, it does add the variability that it adds of some of these characters, and I don't know all their names yet. I've only played like a few games now, but like some of those cards, the stuff they do is just it's just such a twist.
It adds a whole nother layer to like just the strategy of the game. I think right now my personal favorite is the one where I think it's when you discard him. It's one of I think the samurai. You get all of your the 2 tokens back, or the one if you've already went and did the conscript or whatever it's called.
Yeah, that one's cool. There's one that you get to swap certain cards. So instead of using an action, one of your tokens to do it, you can actually just get that one to do it, and then in theory swap that guy out from the river itself. But
so the cool one about that card that I noticed is you don't have to do an orthogonal swap. You can swap any card in your tableau.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because it is tough to swap cards.
yeah, no, that's what I mean.
So-
I think we looked this up because on the Discord, I know there's a mini conversation about this, but there's already a I forget if they already were starting the pre-order on this, or they did nothing on it yet. Renegade didn't do it yet, or was
I didn't see anything on their website.
No, you know what it was? It must have been that Naishi's finally showing up as it's got like a date it's available.
Yeah, that's what
it probably was.
Yeah, I think it was like September 4th or something. They were saying the pre-orders were going out.
Which means my orders might be coming soon because I did a bulk order. But
That's next week.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
But no, I'm glad you had that experience because again, I do feel like I'm very excited about that base game. But man, I do love what this added. So I'm itching to see what they do with the next box. But it's not that many cards.
No, I'm excited to get this one on the table and actually play it though. It's
It's
a quick one.
I proxied my own copy. Printed out cards
just so we could play a little bit. At one point we were doing that, but we did, just so people know. So we were a group of us. We ended up getting Naishi, so it's coming in, and it's coming with like the promo card holders, which I am excited about.
Yeah,
you talk about an accessory that I think is going to be nice. I think
that one's good.
That one's going to be solid, especially with that game where you've got hidden cards and then cards that are public. So
honestly, I was just going to steal my Dracula versus Van Helsing board.
That could also work too.
I also could take the Vantage things too at this point. So
yeah, true.
Oh, that's right. Here, I left a whole card holder. I've never played Vantage with 6 people, so don't worry.
Yeah,
maybe once. Any other games on your mind while we have you, or did we just get you for Naishi? Because I know. Here you are.
Yeah, it was a tough month on getting anything actually on the table. One that did come in and I played previously. I think it's called Overboss.
Oh yeah, that's the boss monster universe.
Yeah, it's very similar to like a Cascadia. We played it back at G2S, but I bought it so that my son and I could play because he loves the whole, video game pixel access part of it. Yep. It's a very easy game to pick up and play too. So looking forward to playing that one with him.
I've seen this one before. There's also an Overboss duel that keeps going on like clearance, but since I didn't play Overboss, I wasn't rushing to get a dual version of it either.
Did it come with the sandwiches?
I wish.
Like, what's up with that?
I don't know if I want those shipped actually.
I don't know. I mean, depending on shipping time, that could be a very bad situation.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, so I mean, this game is pretty cool. You're essentially building out your overworld, and I don't know if they got a different image of like the play setup because it's not really shown there. But you've got the bag there holds a bunch of the little tiny tiles.
Oh yeah, like there's a little octopus guy over here.
Yeah, so it's very similar to like Cascadia, where you take like one of those tiles there, and you see the smaller one that goes in the middle.
Yeah.
So you got to take a small one, and you got to take a terrain tile, I think is what they're called, and you got to place them on your mat. Each one scores a different way. So yeah, so like you can see there, you've got the small tile paired with the big tile. So you got to take both of those, and you place them. The small tiles score more points by going into the correct terrain. And then the terrain tiles score more points based on how they're laid out to create the terrain. Excuse me.
Cascadia vibe. That is very Cascadia vibe for sure.
Yeah, I feel like this one's a lot more entry level kind of Cascadia one, especially just if they enjoy video games and the art.
And it's if you've played, which I have a copy of the racing game from this universe now. Just
Dungeon Cart.
Dungeon Cart.
Oh, Dungeon Card. I got that. That's fun.
I got the base version of that. The same thing. I saw King Croak and whoever else in the background, Belladonna, in the one photo that was on here. So it's the same.
Yeah, they got a lot of the same characters. I actually got the Kickstarter deluxe version of it, so I got like all the acrylic standees and stuff for Dungeon Card. So that's a really fun game, and I wish I would actually get that on a table more. It's a pain in the butt to set up, but they give you like the base book, and you can set up the different tracks. With the deluxe version, you ended up getting different kind of terrain. So like they had like an ice section that makes it harder to drive through, stuff like that.
Yeah. Trying to see if there's like a quick way to see all the bosses.
Ooh, excuse me.
Over here, maybe? Yeah.
Because there's a lot of boss monster games.
Here we go. There they are. Super boss monster.
Super, yeah. And then there's, of course, the dungeon cart, and there's boss monster, big box. Okay. I mean, this year's boss monster
Yeah, so
Junior is coming, by the way. I did see that the other day. That got announced. Boss monster Junior. 2026. Yeah.
Yeah, Boss Monster was the original one that came out back on. I don't know if you guys ever get to play the original game.
I did. I kickstarted it, and I
Same.
did not like it. But I kickstarted it and sold it.
Yeah, it was hit or miss for me.
Yeah.
I like the art though.
Yeah, the art was cool. That's kind of why I bought it, because like, oh, it looks like an NES game, and the expansion looks like a Game Boy game. This is great. And yeah, wasn't for me. But the game was cool.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, Marcel, thank you as always for
Not a problem.
I knew I'd get you once I started talking Aishi, but I had to mention it because I'm really, like I said, really digging that game. So
that's all right. Everyone finally went to bed, so I was able to call in.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thanks for calling in, buddy.
Later. Cool.
Can I mention one other thing for channel purposes?
Oh my
before I
gosh.
forget?
Go ahead.
This is important. So, guys, we got a review.
Breaking news.
One thing I've mentioned on the channel is one of the things with Less of Live Stream is we do want to get some more official review videos out there. We're supposed to promote at the end of Call Board so we can spend the time talking to you, talk about some games, and the reviews get a little bit more headlights that way, so to speak.
Yep.
Right. So, but we have one coming. We have one that's in. I'm so incredibly excited about this. It is a game by two people who are very important to me in the my board gaming world, and that is General Orders. We are talking David Thompson, Trevor Benjamin. General Orders. It is the follow-up, not sequel. Yeah, it's the follow-up, not a sequel, but standalone sequel. I guess you would say.
It's in the series. Yeah. It's in the series.
Yeah,
just like how there's the Undaunted series is the General Order series.
But yeah, this is here. So that's one you're going to hear about us from in the future. I did like General Orders.
I did too.
So I'm excited to see where this one goes. This one's got boats at one point. It's
got boats.
There's boats. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's like the teaser. We got boats.
I'm in. They got boats. I was expecting.
Yeah. So definitely looking forward to that one. We have a few other things that'll be coming in. I'll let you know what those are. If you do have questions, we talked a little bit about Vantage tonight. If you do have questions, I'm going to refer you. Go check out the video that I did do about Vantage. And if you have additional questions to it, ask in the comments. I'll make sure I answer. I'm playing it quite a bit. So, and soon Ryan will be playing more as well.
I sure will. But I did get to play another solo game.
Oh yeah.
Off of our review.
Off the review pod.
The review pod. The review
which
shelf.
is thankfully shrinking.
Oh, it is.
It's significantly shrunk.
Well, this game is called Merchants of Magic: A Set-A-Watch Tale. But from Rock Manor Games, which I know you really like,
Maximum Apocalypse,
and the Set-A-Watch game, as well. Too.
Set-A-Watch is a series of them, too, that they've got. This is separate from like the Set-A-Watch. It's separate. It's a tale for a reason.
It's a tale. So this is a roll and write game. Now, I'll start there because
you're not the one who.
As many of you know, or if you don't know, I'm not a roll and write guy. A lot of times when I play roll and writes, it gets to the point where I just ignore everyone at the table, and it just feels like I'm just doing paperwork. And there's been games that have proved me wrong. In fact, we have a top 10 list of best roll and write games, where I specifically call out games that I love that do a great job of kind of breaking that mold and make it a bit more player interactive.
And our lists are very different on that.
Our lists are very different. Our tastes are very different.
Oh,
on
very
that.
much.
So when I was not reviewing, when I was playing my first play of Merchants of Magic, I was like, maybe I'm not the right person to play this from the Tabletop Express. Because I can tell you this, I hated it. I did not have a good time with this game at all. Because again, it felt very much like the paperwork of the monotony of a roll and write game where I'm just kind of just going through the motions and just.
Did it have cascading effect? I'm intrigued because did it have that cascading effect? I did this, which allows this, which allows that.
Doesn't have that.
It does. Okay,
It doesn't have that.
That's interesting.
Like that combo wamba.
The combo wombo, which
is not really
incredibly
there.
fun for me.
But yeah, and it doesn't really have that. In fact, what you're doing is this: you're going to roll these 4 dice, okay? And the die, sorry, is it 5? No, it's 4 dice. You roll 4 dice, and depending on what you roll, are things that you can check off to achieve different items that you craft. So you're like a blacksmith, I guess. You're going to be making like armor. You'll be making weapons, okay? But you'll also be enchanting them with like fiery or like, or it's for the orcs or it's for the dragons.
Oh, because again, you're the blacksmith, so you're making it for
like it's right here. Look, there's the shocking shield of the dwarves, and then there's the shocking pendant, right?
Right.
And then what's going on is you basically unlock the ability to do that keyword. And if a certain card is in front of you that has keywords that you've gone for available, you get coins, which are victory points.
Got it.
You roll 4 dice. You only get to use up to 2 per turn, but you can increase that by using the extra dice notch, which at most you can do 6 extra dice the entire 10 rounds. And yeah, it was just very.
In this photo here, I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
I see like the D20. I don't know if it's a D20, but like,
are those? So there's different dice for they're different values.
So they tried to implement some different style of dice, I guess.
Yes,
that's what they were going for.
Yeah. So it's I believe it's a D6, D8, D10, and D12.
Okay, so it's fairly standard.
Yeah, and the thing is on your sheet, the right hand side wants lower or equal values, and the left hand side wants equal or higher values.
Okay.
And then you also, every time you achieve one, you get a potion, which helps you mitigate, but it's very far and few in between.
Got it.
And
so in summary, it's a not for you game, but probably Anthony and I will not necessarily like it, but
I don't think you guys are gonna like it either. But you could try it.
But it's worth an experience. See what you think.
Because what's going on is too the cards. So those cards that of the items you're crafting, they don't really go away. What they kind of do is they kind of like conveyor belt. Like you're at a pot house. So it'll, once it falls off my conveyor, it'll go onto your conveyor, and it'll go on to Anthony's conveyor.
So are we playing it when you play this non-solo? Are we cooperative?
No. So when you're playing solo, well, it's all competitive. But when you're playing solo, you have a conveyor of 4 cards. Your conveyor holds 4 cards. Then you see 2 cards in the future that will be coming down the conveyor belt.
Okay, so you know what's coming. You can do the preparing as much as possible.
Exactly.
Okay.
But the thing is, you can prepare as much as possible, but you're still stuck with dice rolls.
Right, which you can't guarantee.
And the only way to actually get these potions is by completing things that you need the dice rolls for. So again, you can mitigate, but you're not really like.
It sounds like there's limited mitigation from what you're talking about.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, it's just how you rolled.
Interesting. Well, no, I'll give it a try, but I'm sad to hear there's not a combo wombo aspect, because the combo wombo is one of my favorite things in rolling rights. There's nothing better than a good combo wombo.
Yeah.
So, for me at least.
So I apologize. But
no. We are never I always joke that some of the most commented on videos that we've had have had one of those moments where it was probably me who said, I didn't like this game. One of the worst comments was from one of those. So I appreciate that. One thing I will say, and one thing I do want to say that I appreciate about publishers in particular is the concept that they let us try something and have a real opinion on it.
Yeah.
Because that means something else. If a publisher candidly said, well, we'll only give it to you if you're going to positive review, we wouldn't cover it.
Yeah.
We wouldn't
We
talk
don't like
about
these
it.
shows.
No. Yeah. No. And again, I'm not going to to your point, you're not a roll and write person.
Yeah.
But I've also argued I've become less of a roll and write person. Because outside of, say, Legacy of You, which I enjoyed, but wanted just a little bit more.
That wasn't really rolling right though.
No, I'm sorry, not rolling.
But it's compared to Hadrian's Wall.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but like Hadrian's Wall, I these meteor games.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, Legacy was wrong. I was thinking of Hadrian's Wall, but like Hadrian's Wall is meteor, right? And I'm Scabra, which I know they came out more recently. If I'm like that one sounds like it, but like I want a heavier roll right now.
Sure.
The Welcome to Your Perfect Home is nice and light every once in a while, but I'm not rushing to those.
Yeah.
So, Draft Records was Draft Records. I've never played it in person.
Yeah.
And everyone I've talked to about Draft Records has said, play it in person. It's better than the online. The online one did nothing for me.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm just click.
We got the colored pencils
click.
in the in-person one, right?
I think so.
I think they're colored pencils.
Yeah, but it was a lot of click around, right? If I can just click around in your roll and write game, it's generally bad feeling for me moving on. Because it means I don't know, I want some thought now. With all that said, that's kind of what's coming up here. We'll keep you posted. If you're not a member of our channel, please go ahead and join our Discord. We'll drop a link in the. There's always a link. You add the link after the fact here because I don't think it's in there right now to the show notes, and so you'll see them there. So in the description, if you are a member of community, we thank you. So join us for the fun and the conversation. We have a great time on the Discord. Got some other great communities on the Discord. We ourselves will have a few more things coming this month, and of course at the end of the month, next month we'll talk about another one of these. Marcel does have a good question.
Oh, by the way, Anthony chimed in.
Oh, Anthony, yes.
Hope you're doing well, Anthony. You won't be calling in. Slow gaming month, struggling to stay awake.
Yes, that's okay.
What's on our radar?
I have on my radar. Let's see. Naishi would have been on my radar, but we don't need to show that.
Can I jump right in?
You can.
Good. I'm jumping right in.
Jump.
I got a legacy game that's coming in tomorrow.
That's right.
Where is it? Where did it go? Is it over here? Boom. Regicide Legacy.
I still do not know what to expect from this. Since
I don't know what
about
to expect either, except it's Regicide. So Regicide is a fantastic game, and the best part is you already own it because it's a game that uses a standard deck of cards.
For a deck of cards on your table.
And it's a cooperative card game where you are battling different royalty members, the jacks, the queens, and the kings, where you get to commit regicide. So you're going to be using all these cards from aces all the way to tens to fight these guys. And then when you fight them, they'll be added into your collection to fight other people.
Marcel is on point. This was my reaction.
Yeah. This is Legacy Regicide. Okay. We have 400 plus cards. How many missions? 12 missions. Okay. Stickers, sleeves. I'm like, look, you know what?
I don't know.
Here's the thing. That was my reaction at first too. But I love Regicide. I love Regicide. And if Regicide Legacy can blow me away as much as Regicide the base game did, mind blown, amazing. And if it doesn't, I still got the base game.
Yeah, we got probably many versions of the base game, I'm guessing.
I don't know. I mean, look, I don't really want to dive into it too much.
No, just look at the cover photo.
Well, look at this. But I can pull this up. It's got a map.
Oh, yeah, there's a map.
It's got a map. It's got cool cards. Man, if I have a cooperative card, look, think about the legacy games that we've been liking, right?
Yeah.
Undaunted, right? Undaunted, Stalingrad, where it's all legacy card based, where you're going to be leveling up cards. Ross Haven, same thing, where you're changing out your cards. Slay of the Spire does that too.
Here we are.
There's so many games that handle this so well, and I feel like Regicide is going to be one of those.
I don't have expectations. I'm just going to. I'm assuming.
You may not have expectations, but you have a seat because I'm forcing you to play Regicide.
I will. Oh, you don't need to force me.
With me, and probably Anthony too.
Yeah,
best of 3, and you guys love Regicide.
So, with you saying that, I agree. The game I'm looking forward to. It's so funny that you mentioned that. No,
what?
Marcel's talking about Betrayal Legacy. He's mentioning.
Oh yeah.
I'm not going for the Pennywise version. No.
Oh yeah.
No. So no, there's a Pennywise version of Betrayal coming out for those who don't know, and I hate clowns with a passion. So I'm excited because in the coming months, probably by October, I'm hoping, if I have it tracked right based on my pre-order, I have 2 things coming in. I'm only going to talk about the one, and that is Unmatched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's going to be in this fall.
I want to play that.
So this one, it's still a bit away. The volume 3 is going to be coming soon, which has some really neat characters, but it's on hold because it's coming when this comes. So I'm going to have a whole lot of Unmatched. But the Turtles, I want to note that I got the pack, so Shredder and Krang will also be individual playable characters and regular Unmatched. But cooperative versus Shredder or Krang with the Turtles, and Shredder and Krang are going to have the people who can come out to the board in this co-op version of Unmatched. So you're going to have Bebop and Rocksteady, which are one character, who are potentially they potentially are helping Shredder.
They're right here, aren't they?
Yeah, but you'll see those are extra. So Shredder and Krang will be the main ones, but they're going to have essentially minions who help them in the co-op version.
There's a lot of cool things. So I see some members of the Foot Clan.
Yep.
You got I forget the robot one name.
Yeah, Dan, by the way, you're right. Legends Volume 3 just came in. I'm waiting because it's on an order.
Isn't this the guy from
Razor? Isn't that Razor?
Isn't he in that one movie? No.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. Secret of the Ooze.
Yeah.
He's the one who likes donuts.
But it ultimately, Casey Jones is there, of course.
Splinter. It's like April too.
I didn't do any of the extra stuff. If anyone remembers this, when they first announced this, we were looking at as I said, Razor Marcel's confirming it. We looked at the Kickstarter and we said, I'm just going to wait for this to go to retail.
Yeah,
and that's what I did. So I'm not getting it first. I didn't get the extra stuff, and then I paid after the fact to pick up the other stuff. I did the playable decks for Shredder and Krang. That's the extra I did. I'm very excited. And Paul was saying we played with Tales to Amaze. And it was such fun battle, kind of quick too, like 15 minutes to an hour. Yeah, Tales to Amaze, which was the first co-op.
The co-op one
is very good.
And that's what I want to play, because I'm not a fan of the Unmatched series as a competitive game, but I would like to play the cooperative.
Yeah, and I think you'll enjoy the experience more based on what you said.
Yeah. And
getting to be a turtle.
I know.
Might make it even better for you.
Look at way to bring me back.
So,
and they just announced Hellboy.
Yep.
So combine Hellboy with them.
Yeah, that's in there. And then eventually they're having the 2-pack come out, which is going to have one of the ones that was hard to get. So the only one that's going to be hard to get now will be Deadpool, who everyone has said is fine.
Oh, that was Muhammad Ali and Bruce Lee.
Yeah, but put also Stars and Stripes in there real quick if you could. Unmatched Stars and Stripes, because I am actually excited about Stars and Stripes. It's a weird set of like people though. So if you look at the box,
who we got?
It's like Rosie is on there.
Oh, Rosie the Riveter.
Rosie the Riveter's in there.
Is that John Henry?
Yeah, I believe so. And then it's what's his name? The Wild West guy slipped my mind.
Wyatt Earp.
Yeah, Wyatt Earp is in
The
there.
Wyatt
yeah.
Earp.
Yep, Wyatt Earp. So,
Who's on the bottom?
this is George Washington.
Is it?
I believe so.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, so
I'm excited to play with John Henry. I love that Johnny Cash song.
yeah. Yeah, so there's just more Unmatched. I love Unmatched. Yeah. That's true though. If he Washington might have spies as part of his mechanic.
Ooh.
That could be neat. So yeah. But with that, that's the one I'm excited about. Lots of Unmatched is essentially the answer.
Okay.
Lots of Unmatched is coming.
I have one last one that I would like
Go
to
ahead.
say that I have to play. It's over there. It's
Oh, yeah.
It's underneath Star Trek. By the way, been playing a lot of Star Trek after this year. Phenomenal game. But I got red carpet and what? I'm excited for this because I get to be paparazzi in this game for different celebrities.
I love this part. The fact that your phone is actually like
your phone. You're using your actual phone to take pictures
on like a stand.
of celebrities on a stand to try to earn different victory points. And all the celebrities, there's like Alfred Hitchcock and Marilyn Monroe and Groucho Marx and all sorts of like, classic kind of people. I am excited to really play
It sounds like it's better with more players.
Yeah.
So we're probably gonna have to
play.
play. We'll probably want to play with 3 or 4
I
then.
think the max we want to play with.
Yeah.
And it has a red carpet. And the red carpet is red felt.
It's felt. Yeah, it's that felty.
So I'm really excited to play this
it's
one.
cool. Yeah, with that, thank you everybody for joining us here on the Tabletop Express. If you had a good time, we'll be back for another live episode for sure end of next month. There'll probably be another end of playthrough of Vantage. Mr. Round and I are having way too much fun. Got some other things in store with him there.
We'll do a review of Vantage.
Okay.
The
official review.
The official review of
Yeah,
Vantage.
because I didn't do a review. I did an FAQ.
The official review.
Yeah, sure. We'll put that in the works. You gotta get some games in first.
It's coming next
I know. Yeah, Marcel's saying he's got some Kickstarters to talk about next week.
There you go.
So awesome, everybody. Have a great time. We will see you hopefully on the Discord. If not, see you in the channel and see you in the chat next episode.
Later.